All right. What is going on, all you hollow table heroes? This is your boy Itachi, and this is Itachi Gaming, and welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video right here on the Itachi Gaming channel. Tonight we're going to be talking about the Hyperdrive bundle. Is it worth it? We are in week 10, my friends, week 10, and we're going to be talking about this and what are we doing to get ready for Grand Arena Championships coming up on Monday. Monday is going to be that join period, and we're looking to get ready for that, my friends. All this and more right after this. All right, guys, here we go. So this is my Itachi Gaming account. This is our not necessarily whale account, dolphin kind of account. Definitely don't make enough money to go whaling on things. Wish I did, but anyways, this is not a free to play account. We got the Hyperdrive bundle. We've spent probably an extra $350, close to $400 already on the account. We're only in week 10, a little over 2 months in, 2 months and 2 weeks in. And we've been having fun. I've been having fun on this account. Arena, I'm starting to fall quite a bit more, still staying top 50, but I'm starting to fall into the 30s. So my climb is an actual bigger climb in Arena itself, whereas over, I'm gonna move my head over in Fleet Arena, not so much, right? So over here in Fleet Arena, we're able to stay in the top 10 very easily. What's going on, Darth Asta, Zach? What's going on, man? Tricks, what's going on? All you guys, thank you so much for coming in today. But in Fleet Arena, I'm able to get in top 10 very easily. I'm a little Babu Frick testing him out today. Hey. But that's how we're doing so far. Let's get back over to let's go through our characters and stuff and what I'm farming. We're also going to go through, I'm going to show you guys how I farm. I've already done all my dailies, so my dailies are complete for the day, but I'm going to go through, show you my methods for farming. Let's start by purchasing this 3 times. So I purchase this 3 times every day, do this once, and then we're going to do 3 times on our mod energy as well. Gotta farm those mods. So I usually only do the mods on the weekend, so 2 days out of the week I am putting additional into my mod energy. The other 5 days I save up those crystals for refreshes on character nodes and things like that I'm looking to farm. So just going through the account real quick, if you guys remember, we got our Jedi to gear 12. We haven't gone past gear 12 yet, haven't been able to go to gear 13 quite yet, but we're also working on our Night Sisters, and as you can see, the Night Sisters are coming along very, very nicely. I'm gonna go through them here in a bit, but let's finish off our farming for the day. So I think I already farmed Bosk for the day. He is one of my main farms over here on 9B hard dark side. Now this you actually have to go through and actually do. It is not unlocked for you for the Hyperdrive bundle, so you're gonna have to go through 9 dark side and light side to get into these characters. Bosk is a very, very important character, big for getting Chewbacca, as well as his ship, the Houndstooth, and he is gear 11, as you guys see. Now, Geonosian Brood Alpha is almost at 7 stars, my friends, and I started putting mods on him so we can get him ready for Grand Arena Championships. So he is my Cantina Battles farm, and this guy is unlocked day 1 for you on your Hyperdrive bundle, as far as being able to farm this node. So I would farm him and the other geos as soon as possible. Geos are very, very important in Arena right now, Grand Arena, I mean. They're very important in territory wars. They're going to help you unlock 7-star Padme, makes that event very, very easy with the Geonosian Brood Alpha. They're needed in ships, they're needed in territory battles, territory wars. They are needed all over the place, my friends. You will not regret farming these bugs for sure. Now, CT5555s, aka fives, is one of my Cantina Battle Store farms. So this is what I'm farming out of the Cantina Battle Store. You get him unlocked at 5 stars. We're on the way to 7 stars, as you guys can see here. His ship isn't too bad for the Galactic Republic, but yeah, he's still sitting at gear 8. We haven't taken a gear 9, but I have modded him. We've worked on his abilities, as you can see here, and again, just another character for me to be ready for Grand Arena. Once we're able to unlock Shock T, these clones are going to just come alive under the Shock T leadership for sure. All right, moving on. My other farm is going to be Jango Fett. AR movie trailers, what is going on, brother? We got to give you the hey Babu Frick. How's it going? So Jango Fett is another one of my farms. As you can see, I have yet to put mods on him for my bounty hunters, but he's come along quite nicely, and this is a very nice node to farm. 8D hard side on hard on the light side. It gives you Jango Fett. It's been going pretty good, man. It's been going pretty good. This is going to give you Jango Fett as well as the Houndstooth shards, and plus some other gear. Stun cuffs, Mark III stun cuffs, very important in this game, and so this is a great node to farm. We're on our way to 6 stars with Jango Fett. I haven't really worked on him yet. I will here soon. Once I hit 6 stars, we're going to be going full steam ahead on this guy, and I love using him in Grand Arena as a leader, actually, along with Bosk in that team. It's a very hard team. It trips people up, and he's got a lot of great things in his kit to be able to go through there. My other hard node farm is Night Sister Zombie, which is at 4 stars. I need to try to get her up here, but she's an 8D hard dark side. Again, another character you're able to farm right after unlocking and purchasing that Hyperdrive bundle. All these different nodes being available to you to kind of farm what you want is just fantastic, and CG's done a really good job with this actual Hyperdrive bundle account. All right, what do I need to get to? Gear 10 on Zombie. So it's going to take me a little bit to get to gear 10, but we definitely need to get there. Man, she needs a lot of these things. We'll come back to her. All right, so she is getting some mods on her. She's missing that arrow. Eva, what's going on, brother? Hey. AR movie trailers. We are winning territories war so far. Yeah, I know. Evo, let's see. Evo, are you on Discord right now, my man? He is. Let's phone in a friend here. We're gonna start a voice call with Evo. Get him in here on the chat and in on this. Hello. What's going on, brother?
What's up?
Not much. Like the little Babu Frick, the hey.
I love it. My man.
Mark Magic, what's up, man? So yeah, so I have been going in hard on Night Sisters. Here, let me I'm gonna share my screen with you so you can see where we're at real time. And so Night Sister Zombie is one of my farms right now, and I was just talking about how the Hyperdrive bundle unlocks all these nodes for you and really helps you kind of go along with everything and push through on your different farms. Having Night Sister Zombie available day 1, all these characters day 1, you can really accelerate some of your farming pretty quick. Jango Fett, with being able to farm him, and Houndstooth day 1. Houndstooth is the huge capital ship, or not capital ship, huge for ships, and Jango Fett's huge for the bounty hunters. Like, these are two very iconic characters in the game, character and ship in the game, that's just needed all over the place. So very, very happy with this Hyperdrive bundle account so far. Han Solo is ready to be activated, guys. So those are my farms. After I farm those guys for the day, obviously we got Mother Talzin as part of that. I've already farmed her for the day, halfway, a little over halfway to 7 stars. So and she just needs her Zetas, and then I need to work on her mods, getting her mods all the way up to 5A there.
can I tell something real quick for Django?
Yeah.
What's that tag they added for him? He's part of Separatists, right? Can you pull up Separatists real quick?
Absolutely. I'm glad you said Separatists. I was going to go into that in a little bit.
Did they add more people to Separatists?
Just Django Fett.
Okay.
So you did get obviously a couple of marquees here. You got Droidy Cut and B1 Battle Droid or marquees. And then Wat Tambor is off of Geonosis Territory Battle Dark Side. So yes, we got 3 new ones added that weren't already in the game. Or 4, as well as Django if you had Django.
Pull up your bounty hunters real quick. I'm going somewhere with this.
Yeah. Bounty hunters.
So for the Hyperdrive accounts specifically, I'm trying to plan out like what Grand Arena is going to look like, and what my next farm is. And you and I have talked about it with Darth Revan is kind of where I'm headed.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to farm a full Darth Revan team because I've got other things that I'm farming. So I'm trying to think with the bounty hunters that we get, you can have a bounty hunter team without Django.
Yep.
You can have a Geonosian team without Brood Alpha. And instead of having a Brood Alpha Geonosian team, you have a Django Fett Separatist team. And you're using your Brood Alpha in with Darth Revan.
That's very interesting, is using Brood Alpha with Darth Revan. If we go over to Separatist real quick, because you would want to use Newt Gunray, which I'm probably going to activate because he is 5 stars now. So I can have him by Monday and having some gear on him. But Newt Gunray led Separatist is a hard defense to actually go up against if you're not ready for it. Django's going to have his payout immediately.
So he's immune for the first few turns.
Right.
Like it's sick.
Right.
It is sick.
Yeah, and then if you add Count Dooku in there, just those 3 by themselves are ridiculous. Throw in Sunfac and let's say Spy if you're not going to do a Geonosian team for yeah.
There's just lots of different ways to play that around. I mean, I've unlocked my whole Geo team so that I can start putting it on defense on that account. But yeah, there's just so many ways you can move pieces around. It's fun to look at. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. All right, so now we're going to go into actually gearing for the day, right? I've done my hard node farms for characters, and this is usually what I do, unless I'm trying to just like crush out a character. Like if Bosk gave really good drops every time you farmed him, I'd probably just go in here and refresh the node to help get him up, right? But I'm not close to 7 stars yet on Bosk, so there's no need to do that. I usually do that when I'm really, really close to 7 stars. So let's say Mother Talzin was at 90 out of 100. I'd be refreshing her node today to get those last 10 shards and be able to actually get her to 7 stars because that's all she needs. So
is Night Sisters the dark side team you used to unlock Bosk?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm having trouble with right now.
Yeah, Night Sisters were the dark side team that I used for boss. So let's go over I'm gonna go over my main teams real quick for you guys that I'm using in Grand Arena. So the 501st, really clones. Let's just go to clones. So what I'm using here is Rex lead. So we're using Rex here, Sexy Rexy. With 5s, Echo, Cody, and then Ahsoka Tano. So I'm kind of combining the 501st along with clones because I don't have Arc Trooper yet, or else this would be a complete 501st team with using Sexy Rexy as lead. 5s, Echo, Arc Trooper, and then Ahsoka Tano is what I would use if I had Arc Trooper unlocked, but I don't. And so that's one of my teams I use for offense. It's a very strong offensive team. I wouldn't say very good on defense. 501st really comes alive once you get General Skywalker, and that would be a very big defensive team. But that is way later down the road for me. So right now it's just using Ahsoka with the rest of the 501st and Cody really in that. We've got bounty hunters are going to be one of my defensive teams, Bosk led bounty hunters, and that's going to include Bosk, Boba Fett, Greedo, and I believe I have Cad Bane in there. I may have IG-88. Dengar is one of my farms for it's not there right now, in the guild store, so he's almost at 7 stars. If you all have followed me long enough to know on my other accounts, Dengar is like the worst character for me, but we're 10 weeks in and this is the fastest I've gotten him this far, so which is pretty nice. Maybe it's because I'm not actively working on him. He's sitting at 1. Thank you. So this is very nice. I just must say it's nice to have him this far along. Cad Bane's almost at 7 stars, and I'll go over all the actual shipment farms here in a little bit. So bounty hunters are a big defensive team. This early in the game, it's hard for people to overcome bounty hunters. That's why I've put a lot of time and effort in them. Empire, I will go over them shortly and briefly. I don't really use these guys currently. As you can see, there's not a lot of work that's been done on them, and honestly there's just other things for me to work on right now. Would it be nice to get 7-star R2D2 and get CLS? Sure, but the farming and I think I'm gonna be working on a farming guide here soon. The Peace Key, one of our longtime followers here on the channel and a guildmate of mine suggested that I make a farming guide for Hyperdrive, and I think a couple of other guys also did as well over in the Discord. So that's something I'm going to look into doing. Take some time to put that stuff together. Yes, I've got some type of base work, but the characters are just going to be completely different, and what you're going to farm first and things like that. All that's going to change with this Hyperdrive bundle.
It's a big change. Like, it's a completely different farming guide.
Yeah, it definitely is, because I mean, really, you're talking about a year's worth of character farming and gear farming on these characters, with them being at level 80, being at gear 8, and having level 5 abilities on every single character that you unlock with the Hyperdrive bundle.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, it's like you take your current farm guide, where you have it structured out of tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and they've given you 5-star of all of those tiers. Now, where do you start?
Right.
Like, what team do you choose? Where do you go?
And that's the important thing. It is a drastic change from when I started playing this game. Honestly, I originally started playing this game when it originally launched. I remember when it originally launched, I played the game and I put it down. I didn't pick it back up until about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, back in 2018, I picked it back up during the summer, and I've been playing it strong since then.
Dragged me in here with you.
Hey, yeah, I drug you in. We tend to do that to each other, but I think there's only been a couple that we've been disappointed in, that we've drug each other in on a game.
It's all right. It's still time well spent.
It is. Ewoks, haven't touched yet. I have been grabbing Logray. That's the only character I've been grabbing, because he only shows up in the guild store, and these guys are going to be super important, especially when we start going after Padme. I'm going to need to get these guys done quickly to get C-3PO. He is so important to that team. I can't even tell you how much I wish I had him on my free-to-play account, the Imps account. The First Order, we've done nothing with. First Order has done some good things for me on defense in Grand Arena, even though I have put 0 time into them, 0 mods. People just don't know how to deal with this team when you put in crew, Kylo, First Order Executioner, Officer, and Stormtrooper this early in the game. People are learning. They're starting to overcome that team a little easier, so we'll see what happens. Galactic Republic has 91 Omega, 97 Z. Jesus, that's a lot, Evo.
Yeah, I gotta go through and there's got to be somewhere that I'm supposed to be spending them. I gotta figure it out.
Yeah, you definitely need to look at your main teams.
I mean,
somewhere, right?
You know what? I'm just getting ready for Darth Malak. That's what it is.
Fair enough. So my next Zeta, which hopefully I'll have on Monday before I actually join Grand Arena, needs to go on battle meditation. I skipped this guy to put one on Asajj Ventress, and I was like, after I put it on, I backed out from Asajj Ventress, and then was looking at my roster. I was like, I forgot about Grandmaster Yoda. He's part of my arena team. I can't believe I forgot this. But I'm suspecting we're gonna get 2 Zetas from Territory Wars. And poo on you, Evo. You forgot to join Territory Wars. Tell me about that.
Shh, no, you weren't supposed to broadcast it. Damn it, I'm gonna get in trouble.
You're not gonna get in trouble.
NJO, when you watch this, I'm sorry. I don't know how it happened. I'm crying about it. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
It's okay. He's gonna miss out on 2 Zeta mats.
And I need them on my main account.
Yeah, right. Zeta,
Oh my
Zetas
God.
you always need. So we get 2 from Territory Wars. We're gonna get 2 tomorrow because we've got the fleet challenges. So that's 4. And then we get 2 on Monday. That's 6. Then I'm going to get within the next 3 days, 2 days really, 40 hours and 48 hours, 24 hours? 24 hours. In 24 hours, over 24 hours, I'll get 6 Zetas.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I have enough Omegas to put this on. I have 7 out of 16. I may have to purchase some Omegas. I typically don't.
I've been doing that on my main account. I've been bouncing back and forth.
Sometimes I have to, man. Sometimes you have to. So that's the Galactic Republic. General Kenobi is getting very close to being able to be activated, which I'm very, very excited about. The one thing my Jedi Knight Revan team is missing right now is a tank. Oh my gosh, it's killing me. All right, let's head over to Geos. So Poggle the Lesser, I've got to ramp up between tonight and Monday night. Speaking of which, let's just go ahead and do this real quick. We're going to add this to a quick farm here. Now, he does show up over in the Galactic War store. I currently have 0. I've spent all my Galactic War tokens today, which is fine. But Poggle the Lesser, I need for this Geo team. Him just being at 4 stars is fine. The rest of these guys, I mean, Soldier's at gear 11. Geonosian Brood Alpha's at gear 9. 10? 9. 9.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sunfax at gear 8. Geonosian Spy is at gear 8. So this team should be good enough to hold up for a good defense with my current galactic power. No Zeta will be fine. I did play around with the thought of actually placing the Zeta on Geonosian Brood Alpha instead of Grandmaster Yoda, but I always take a look at, oops, didn't mean to hit that. Always have to think about my arena team first, and so Yoda needs that Zeta more so than Geonosian Brood Alpha. All right,
I didn't hear if you said it. Who are you putting in for your 5th for that team?
For Geos.
Mm-hmm.
I plan on having Poggle unlocked by that time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm right around 70, so I'm like 10 shards away. So a day of farming in Galactic War Store should cap that off just fine. AR Movie says, I am from Hyperdrive bundle. I can go free to play after the bundle going for JKR. Yeah, so going free to play after getting the bundle is, I don't think it's too big of a problem, right? Again, typically free to play, you have to keep in mind that you're probably going to drop an arena for free to play, but I do think the bundle playing in 2020 is 100% necessary just to stay in line with what everyone else is doing, or else you're just going to get blown past in a year's time because everyone's like a year ahead of you. You're able to farm Zeta mats immediately on day 1 because of this bundle. And so you're gonna have people that are gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6 months ahead of you on farming Zetas. That's what is it, two Zetas a month just from that, from the fleet challenges. And so you're just behind, and it's unfortunate, but you are. No, it's 1 Zeta a month, right?
I don't remember.
It's slightly over 1. It's 24. You're getting 6 Zetas a week out of that. 2 per, right? 2, 4, 6. Yep, it comes up 3 times. So in 2 weeks, you'll get 12. So yeah, 24 in a month. So you'll have 4 additional off of that. So 1 Zeta a month you're missing out of just from doing fleets. The other thing you want to do is make sure you get in a good guild that's doing heroic raids. They don't have to do heroic Sith. Not at all. I am getting 20th in arena plus 1st in fleet because I can communicate with people with Discord. Gives me a lot of crystals. That's awesome, man. That's fantastic. But yeah, you want to get in a good guild that's winning their territory wars, that's doing heroic raids. That's the biggest thing. You get 1 7-star character as soon as you can to be able to participate in those raids. And yeah, plus I'm in an amazing guild, XD Gaming. Yeah, we do have an amazing guild.
Ooh, that's a big one. Who do you recommend for your first 7-star?
Who do I recommend for first 7-star? Mm-hmm. Ooh. I would have to say Bastila. Bastila or Jedi Knight Anakin. One of those two. I think Jedi Knight Anakin's a little quicker to get.
Is Anakin farmable in Cantina?
He sure is. 7G.
Yeah, I would go with him.
So either one of them, I would say if you can get both. Obviously, you're gonna get Anakin quicker than you get Bastila. I'm just gonna say it. But Bastila's in hard nodes, fleet and on the holo table, regular holo table, hard nodes. Anakin's in Cantina and then in a hard node. So Anakin or Bastila. Anakin does a massive AoE damage, which really helps out with your Jedi team. So, looking at my Jedi, I've got Jedi Knight Revan, we've got Jolee Bindo, we've got Grandmaster Yoda, Ahsoka Tano, Bastila Shan, Jedi Knight Anakin, all at gear 12. Now, Ahsoka is not in my arena team. Jedi Knight Anakin is. So we're doing Anakin, Yoda, Jolee Bindo, Bastila Shan, and Jedi Knight Revan. And so that's my arena team right now. Anakin's AoE is just ridiculous in this team. It's great. Plus, so why is Ahsoka at gear 12? 2 reasons. 1, I'm using her in ships. So her ship is going to be much faster, more survivable, and things like that. 2, once we get Padme, I don't have to worry about gearing these 2 characters once I get Padme. To gear 12. I'll have them at gear 12. Is going to help out Padme quite a bit as well. So also these ships are needed for gas, and so gearing these 2 characters, underlying characters, up helps out with ships and that gas event. So General Anakin Skywalker. All right, Night Sisters. Now here's my other big team. So it's Jedi and then Night Sisters. Jedi I use for offense in Grand Arena. Night Sisters I put on defense. I actually end up putting them on the back wall behind my bounty hunters. Who's going to be my first relic? Ooh, that's a good one. I haven't thought about that one yet. But Night Sisters I put in the back wall behind my bounty hunters, and these guys are coming along quite nicely. Asajj Ventress has 1 Zeta on her leadership. I'm using her as a leader. She's at gear 11, 3 pieces away from gear 12. Old Daka, I'm just missing the Zeta on Old Daka and serve again. She's at gear 11, essentially 3 pieces from gear 12. Mother Talzin is at gear 11. We need to 7-star her. She's missing 2 of her Zetas right now. AR movie trailers, I have a lot of people in arena going for Yoda Relic, and he hits like a truck. If you're gonna do Jedi, I would say Jolee Bindo. Jolee Bindo is what gives you zombie Jedi in the game. If you can relic him first, that would be probably one of the better ones to do. Helps make the team much more survivable. He's already thick, and that makes him thicker. I'm using Talia. I haven't actually worked on her on star count wise, and did a little bit on her gear. Never actually got her to gear 9. and she's there as well. Same thing with Night Sister Spirit. Now I did get her to gear 9, and I kind of stopped. All these guys have mods on them. Night Sister Zombie I won't be using until I can get Undying Sacrifice. Undying Sacrifice is what makes her so annoying, and that unlocks at gear 10, which I'm trying to work on. Just a lot of gear needed for that. Darth asked to finish leveling up Assad's circle mod. Huh, good catch. So these guys are modded for defense and things like that, and they're good to go there. Old Republic haven't really done anything here outside of the Jedi. They're just sitting there. Eventually I will start working on them once I really go into Darth Revan. Phoenix, nothing going on there. We'll cover them in Rebels. So Rebels, I've been talking about, I need to start working on these guys. I need to start working on these guys. I just haven't had time. I'm working on Night Sisters. Still trying to kind of work on my Jedi as far as trying to start looking towards gear 13. But these guys are still pretty much just sitting where they're at. I do use an Admiral Akbar led Rebel team for Grand Arena on offense, which is pretty fun. It's pretty nice. Ooh, I'm missing a mod. And this is one of the things to get ready for Grand Arena. Make sure the teams that you use have mods. I don't necessarily care about Akbar's mods because eventually I'm going to stop using him in Grand Arena, and really the mods are just there to help out with his capital ship. But he is at gear 11, almost gear 12, which is nice. But really you just want to make sure your characters are modded, you're not missing any mods like I am. So we need protection, there we go. But you just want to make sure you're modded and ready for being ready to go on this. So like Biggs Darklighter, I don't have modded. I probably should mod him. But like for him, I'm gonna get out of advanced, we're gonna basic. We're not gonna be able to get a full mod set, but we're gonna put on what we can. Again, this is another character where I don't necessarily care about the mods that he has on him, just the fact that he's modded. And a lot of that has to do with just the fact that, again, I'm only going to be using him primarily in ships, so it typically doesn't really matter what I have on him. They still need to be upgraded and things like that for his ship per se, but you don't necessarily need them to have any kind of crazy mods, because eventually you're going to stop using them in Grand Arena. I don't have an arrow to put on him that completes that mod set, unfortunately. Wedge, again, it's another character I use for Grand Arena. We're going to go ahead and auto assign. Again, that we're not going to have the mods to actually be able to finish him up. So just throwing on some mods so they can have some type of survivability while you're in Grand Arena is a good idea. I use Baze with my Rebel team. Perfect. He's got a full mod set. Let's go to advance. Now we're going to take all this stuff up. Again, you just want to make them survivable. So go ahead and take these mods all the way up to 15 so that you're able to stick in there. Now this is a horrible mod, and I'm not going to waste my resources on making this better. So that's going to stay where it's at for now, and we'll get into the mods here in a bit.
You might as well pump that up, that 3-star one or whatever. It's not. It costs a lot less than a 5 dot does.
Yeah, I'm about to do some mod farming anyways.
Gotcha.
So really, they have offense on him. That's interesting. Or say offense and health, maybe. I have no idea. I haven't done research on some of this stuff on these guys because, again, I'm not going to be using them that much. Now, Sheridan Bays is one that can be used in what is it? The Sith Raid. You'd put speed on him. Speed takes more than 2. Let's do this. I'm not looking to make this him like super fast or anything, just because again, this is going to be a team that I eventually stop using in Grand Arena. But that is a good catch there, Darth Asta. Him being able to heal more. So essentially all I'm doing here is taking my mods that I normally would just sell, and I'm going to throw them on him. So we'll get that speed bonus. So we go for Rebels and Fleets? Yes. Rebels and Fleets are amazing. So yeah, Sheridan Bays I use, and that's pretty much it. I don't use any of these other guys, so just depending on who I go, I pick from one of these 5 out of these 6. So one typically is left out. Typically it's Obi-Wan or Wedge, or one of the two. So I'll usually use Obi-Wan because of some of the stuff he has with ability block and being able to remove turn meter is pretty big actually, and his taunt. So that's my Rebels. Let's see, Separatists. Now I want to activate Newt because this is a team I desperately want to use on defense. Did I hear that there might be a Hyperdrive bundle 2.0? I saw something interesting on that, but I also read the devs Q&A, and they're not looking to do anything else with the Hyperdrive bundle. Even though people think they are, they're not. All right, let's get the Viceroy geared, and this should probably be when does this unlock? Next gear tier. Okay, so I'm gonna work on this gear real quick because I want to have him ready for Grand Arena. I don't need him necessarily super geared. This is going to be more like a back wall team per se. I should probably do the same thing with Jango Fett, just so he has his payout. So this is gonna be more of a back wall type of thing where I get to use him. Probably Count Dooku will throw in there, just to have a solid back wall team for Grand Arena. Trip some people up. Newt Gunray is pretty good for that. There we go. We can upgrade. Oh, look how close he is to Gear 8. Something share something. All right, so we're going to be using him as a leader. So I'm going to upgrade his leadership abilities here. We're not going to do the Omega. Let's add the speed on here. Do I only use my crystals for refreshes? No, not only for refreshes. I'll use them for other things. I'll use them for packs and things like that. Getting dangerously close here. Not saving up enough of these. All right, we're gonna stop there with the purples. Let's put on a couple of these and we'll stop there. The other places that I'll end up using them are in like I said, for packs. I purchase crystals as well. Again, this is not a free-to-play account for me, so I'll go in and every once in a while I'll spend $20, I'll spend $50, I'll spend $100, depending on the week, to put some more crystals in that bank. But I'll also use them for character node refreshes. Only 3 Omegas. It is, but I really want to be able to We're gonna max that. We say, damn, you just. I just what? AR movies. Let's go ahead and upgrade him. No, I need the payouts.
Oh, my bad.
You're all good, man. So Evo, what about you, man? Do you spend a little extra cash here and there on this account?
I haven't for a while.
Ooh, I like these. I'm sorry. So whenever they've got these Gear 13 pieces, I always farm this node.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think I put some into gems because I was jealous with your Revan farm. Outside of that, I don't think I've done anything like any packs or anything specifically.
Okay.
He's blew by 12 million in credits. That's what he's saying.
Oh. Yeah, it happens. It's just, yeah, it's whatever. There we go. Funny thing is, I'll get that back. So I'm at 3.7, but there we go. We got his payout. I'm not gonna get the damage immunity. I'm 1 Omega short. One Omega short for damage immunity. Actually, let's see if we can do this. If this is gonna give me Omega, I'll take it.
Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna put this on auto. So let's have you guys ask some questions out there. Like I said, with getting prepared for Grand Arena on your account, essentially, you just want to make sure you have your mods on and the things that you've been working on and working towards ready to go. So modded, looking at abilities and things like that, of that nature, to actually really get into being ready for Grand Arena. And this is something that I'll do on all my accounts, actually. Now he's got damage immunity. This team's going to be hard to get through. Yeah, I blew through a lot of credits. You can ask Evo. I hoard credits like he hoards Zetas. So that when I'm ready to do stuff like this, I can do it. See, I still got 2.8 million credits left over, which is pretty cool, actually. All right, so we need to farm a couple of things over here in mod challenges. We need crit damage. So let's do 5 of those. All right, let's see what we can do with that. Crit chance. Let's do 5 of those. All right, the big one is going to be over here on speed mods. This is always a big one because so many teams need these. All right, so let's see what we got here. Crit avoidance, crit chance with 5 speed. That's a good one. No speed there. No speed there. All right. So let's do this one again. We really need some speed mods, which I don't have. All right.
This one against a Shock T led like 501st team.
Yeah.
I had Jen Ken and Jolie left, and I hadn't had taken anyone out on their team.
Yeah.
And I destroyed them.
Now I will spin refreshes on Anakin's ship, his starfighter, because it's one of my arena ships, and it's just for such a low hard node, those shards are hard to come by. Like, it's a long farm so far, longer than what I expected. So That's where I usually use a lot of refreshes. All right, let's go over my ships here real quick. We'll go light side, dark side. So Ahsoka Tano's ship is maxed out. I just started my 7-star march for home 1 on this account today. So I got 25 out of 100 already on this. It's funny, all 4 of my accounts I am doing the home 1 march to 7 stars right now. 2 accounts are 2 years old almost. They're a little over a year old. I've got the Imps account, which will be a year old in April, and then I have this account, which is 10 weeks old.
Do you not have it 7-star on your main?
No.
Nice.
I am I think 1 away, 1 more home 1 away. You got home 1 to 6 stars before I did on that account.
I love when I'm beating you on things. It just makes me feel good.
Oh man, but the rest of this ship is pretty much maxed out. We're just waiting for 7-star rarity, and we can max out all of his abilities. Crew power is maxed out, so home 1 is working very well for us. Ahsoka Tano's ship is maxed out outside of her reinforcement ability. Anakin's starfighter, I'm waiting on some more of these gold guys here, and then I can max out his crew power, and then I got to work on these as well. So, but we're getting pretty close there to be able to get him all maxed out as well. Umbaran's starfighter. This is Fives' ship, and if you guys remember, Fives is one of my farms right now. So we're going to get his ship looking pretty good as well. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in because I do use him off of reinforcements. So now his reinforcement is maxed out. Ghost's ship is almost 2 7-stars, which is nice. Haven't done a lot of work on that ship so much. Big ship, same thing, on its way to 7 stars. Phantom 2 on its way to 7 stars. Phantom 2 I use in the reinforcement slot. Wedge Antilles ship is on its way to 7 stars. I think this is the fastest I've had Rebel ships this close to 7 stars. 10 weeks in. Wow. And then Endurance, as you guys saw, I just got the upgrade for that to go to 5. Haven't really worked on this particular ship. I probably never will. Working on the Negotiator, I got 30 out of 145 shards on that. Han's Millennium Falcon is ready to be activated. Now I can activate Han. I just need Chewie. So I really got to work on my bounty hunters on those characters so we can unlock Chewie. I do have Bosk. I could probably throw on his Zeta and be okay actually going into that event now that I think about it. Let's get over to our dark side ships. Soldier and Spy are both at 7 stars already. Sunfac is almost at 6 stars. I think this is the fastest I've had Geos too. And you don't get these guys in the bundle. But their abilities are almost maxed out. Houndstooth abilities maxed out here. Again, we're waiting on these golden things for his crew power, and this crew power is pretty big for this ship. This is what gives you the stacking protection up, and helps with the additional taunting and things like that. This is what makes him ultra tanky, is this crew ability. So getting Bosk up to gear 11 as soon as possible is key for the Houndstooth. Slave 1 I'll use occasionally, but I haven't really done anything else with any of these other ships. They're just kind of hanging out. Zecatrix is at 5 stars, and I could probably go in and do his note again. I just haven't, to get him at 6 stars. Chimera I do have unlocked at 5 stars. Haven't attempted the 6-star one yet, which I could probably do now. I didn't realize I was that far on wide side. It's pretty impressive. Let's look at Rebels specifically, because that is all Rebels. Go the wrong way. So yeah, I could probably go in and 6-star that event right now.
Nice.
Yeah, could probably 6-star it. I would prefer to have Cassian's U-Wing or Biston's U-Wing to go in to do it, but I probably could go in and be okay. This is about where I've been at for most of the other accounts for 6-star. So yeah, this is coming along really good. Yeah, I will blow by 12 million credits pretty quickly. AR movie trailers, it's not uncommon. All right, looking at my shipments again, you guys should know by now, just buy these every day. You're gonna need them for relics, so just go ahead and buy them. Over here in this weekly shipment, I am buying these slicing materials because I have an absurd amount of ally points. Cantina Battle Store. So over here, I'm currently grabbing 5s, as we talked about earlier. We've already grabbed Ahsoka out of here, Boba Fett out of here, Old Daka out of here. So those are the previous 3 characters that I took the 7 stars out of this shop. Guild Store. Now here in the Guild Store, this is where I'm looking for Dengar down here. I'll look for Dengar first, no Dengar. Then I start looking for these Ewoks. I'll grab those Ewoks, and then I start looking at actual gear and what's needed for that. We're gonna go ahead and grab this piece. Carbontes are always needed. You might as well grab them every time. Stun cuffs are always needed. You might as well grab those every time you see them if you have the currency. Outside of that, nothing else here I really need. I've got over 50 of these, so we should be good there. Squad Arena Store in here, we're grabbing HK-47. As you can see, he's already over 5 stars. And then I'm grabbing Newt Gunray. Those are the 2 that I'm grabbing out of this, and I farm both of them throughout the day, every single day. Galactic War Store. Now here in the Galactic War Store, Cad Bane, which I'll have at 7 stars tomorrow. And then Poggle the Lesser. Yeah, I was at 60. So, let's see. I should be able to farm him twice tomorrow. So that should put me at 70. And then twice on Monday, that'll put me at 80. And so I'll be able to unlock him for Geonosian team for defense, which is nuts. It's nuts. All right, Mod Store. Now, I don't have the currency that I just had, so, but I still check these because, like, I can buy this, which is a health mod, but it has 5 speed. I've got plenty of ship currency. This has got speed. This is a good mod. I'm gonna grab that. The ship currency ones are pretty big. No health or no speed. I'm usually looking for speed in this. If it doesn't have speed on it, I move on. Here in the Fleet Arena Store, I am grabbing, like I said, those Rebel characters. I do come down here first to make sure General Grievous isn't down here, and he's not. So I'm typically grabbing these Rebels. I'm gonna grab Bistons here. We're gonna grab Ghost. We're gonna grab Biggs. And that's really it. I'm gonna grab this Tide Advance actually. Guild Event Store. So get 1, which is this currency, the first currency here, the full-bodied one. So get 1. We're getting Hermit Yoda. As you can see, I am 5 points away from being able to farm this right now. So another thing I can do with this, I could go down here and get gear, which a lot of people will do. But sometimes that leaves you in a bind with on your current character farm. So I like to kind of save this for my current character farm. I get Hermit Yoda, then I'll have a break because I probably won't be ready for Darth Malak anytime soon, and that's when I'll start using it for gear. Get 2 is going all into the negotiator, looking to get that as soon as I can. Championship Store, again, these Gear 13 pieces, the finisher pieces, you want to get the Chirotechs and whatever pops up here at the time. Then you can go in and grab the other gear that you need, these Gear 12 pieces and whatnot. Shard Store, I'm typically not grabbing anything out of here because I'm just not generating enough additional shards because of where we're at in the game. Only 10 weeks in, we only have a few characters at 7 stars, and so that's where I'm at with that. So that's everything, guys. So today we were able to get Jango Fett to Gear 8, and he is 4 shards away from 6 stars, which is very nice. Got some gear on him. We're gonna auto assign the rest of this stuff. You guys kind of saw what I did to prepare for GAC, and I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna show you guys that I haven't done yet. I'm not actually gonna slice that. upgrade that. That's at 15. So I'm missing a 2 times bonus. Oops. I typically don't use that basic one too much. I like to use the advanced. Where do I use Ezra? This is gonna be more important to be on him than Ezra, so we're gonna move that over. There we go. So Django's done there. Well, he's not done, but he's in a much better position than what he was when we started the stream. The only other thing here is working on the rest of his abilities. I don't want to go too crazy there because I may not have enough for a Zeta now at this point. I'm going to take his abilities at least up to 5. Don't need to worry about his leadership. Alright. So he's going to go to my separatist team. Let's look at that real quick. Let's go to squads. So this is the last thing I would say to do for your Grand Arena. So we're in 5v5 right now. We're actually going to break this up because we're getting to the point where I can break this up for 5v5 defense and 5v5 offense. I highly recommend using your squad management here. It's going to help you out when you're setting your defenses and things like that over in squad arenas. All right, so we're going to have a bounty hunter team without Django. So Boba Fett, Boss, Cad Bane, IG-88, and Greedo. We're going to have a separatist team. Separatist. And in our separatist team, we're going to use Newt Gunray, Django Fett. Oh man, this is where you get into an issue. This is what he was talking about, right? So now it's like, okay, so what do I put in here? So if I don't go out all hard on Geos, I can have an additional character left over, like throwing in Brood Alpha. However, I want Geos. Geos are a tough team to go against. So now I got to throw in something random here. Let's look at tanks that we're gonna have left over. And I'll actually throw in Short Trooper in here. I don't use him anywhere else. He can go in there. Night Sisters. So we're doing Asajj, Ventress Lead, Oldaka, Talzin. I'm not going to put Zombie in there. Again, I don't have her where I need her at. So this is going to be the team that we use. Trying to remember who else I use now. Oh, First Order. And then we're going to throw in our First Order here. And these are going to be my 4 defensive teams. They're decent teams. As you guys can see, we got 2 that are in the 30s, right? So with those being in the 30s, this may be the Grand Arena where I put my 2 strongest up at the front. And you know, maybe we throw Newt behind Night Sisters. We throw First Order behind Bosk. Oh, I do have Geos. Touche movies. Touche. That was the other one. So Geos actually may go in the front. We're just missing we'll throw in Poggle on Monday. So we do have Geos. So essentially I'm gonna have 5 teams here started. I don't have a full separatist team, but that's okay. As my separatist droids come along, we'll be able to add them in and take out Short Trooper, but not really working on those guys too hard right now. But yeah, this is what you kind of want to go do. This is gonna be my offense here. So let's just let's edit this real quick. We're gonna take out our defensive teams because we don't want to accidentally click on those guys and have them chilling here. So here are my offensive teams that I've got. Jedi Knight Revan. We've got the 501st / clones. Sith here. But we put Dooku over there. So we gotta edit this team, right? Can't use Dooku anymore. I do like me some Dooku, but I'm taking him out. We'll put Sidious in. For my Sith, we got our Rebels and 2 Rebel teams. So we've got some backup teams, right? I'll have a team left over from over here because we're putting Geos in. So yeah, I can actually put Geos up front in front of this team. They're this team in the back, which will probably be underestimated because you look at the gear level and you're like, oh, whatever. And then we'll have Bosk up top along with Night Sisters. So this is going to be a pretty tough defense. If you look at my GP for people to get through at 1.2, if we look at character GP, it's even lower. So character GP is at right under 1 million, 757. Use Thrawn. Ooh, I like that one, Darth Asta. Use Thrawn here. We just take out Magna Guard and put in Thrawn. This is gonna be one of those wonky teams. Someone's gonna be like, "What the heck?" Where's my Empire? Empire. We'll throw Thrawn in there. I'm okay with that. He's got a fracture. To replace Dooku? Okay. You're talking about over in the Sith. I see what you're doing. Separatists. I see what you're saying. I didn't even think about that. That is a much better option than Sidious. Much better option than Sidious. So yeah. But I do recommend doing this. Use your tabs or use squad management. What's up, FK? Dooku is great with Newt. Yeah. Use these tabs. I do this for 3v3. Man, if you ever saw my freaking main account, there's all kinds of tabs up here, from events to like legendary events to heroic Sith raid. I put all kinds of things up there. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by. Evo, so glad you could join me on the stream tonight, brother.
Yeah, man.
So I'm gonna get out of here. My name is Itachi, and this was Itachi Gaming. Peace out, y'all. Deuces.
Money that I don't accept. Something like this.